What's up, good people? It's your boy C. We're from Boys to Gentlemen, and today we're going to be covering a very heavy topic, and that topic is single mothers raising young men. Now, I want to take a quick moment to just reference this book. It's called From Boys to Gentlemen. If you haven't checked it out, the first chapter is on YouTube, and it's available on Amazon. Now, one thing I want to clear up, you may see the title From Boys to Gentlemen, but do not misconstrue this. It is for the young ladies as well. I never thought that a major, how you would say, focus group would end up being single mothers. I can't tell you how many single mothers have read the book and found themselves in the character, in the situation. And it's been a great conversation piece in dealing with the things that we're about to talk about right now. So go check out the book From Boys and Gentlemen. The topic I want to focus in on in this vast topic, I want to single in on how important it is to not lose the voice of the single mothers. One of the things that I really recognize in interviewing people for this book is how many people felt misunderstood. How many people felt boxed in, feeling like they had to match and be a part of this system that has created an unrealistic expectation for moms. You have to be superwoman. You have to do everything by yourself. You have to be able to detach yourself from all the trauma that you experienced in a past relationship and be picture perfect for your child. You don't need no man. All of these different lies have been told. And what becomes difficult in that is you have people trying to live up to this unrealistic view, and the damage that's done with that is spread throughout the entire family. So one of the things that we talk about in the book, the main character is Tamika. I think one of the most powerful things about Tamika is it gives a true avatar for a lot of moms that may have experienced the same thing but would never allow it to come out their mouth. And for good reason. There's so many people that bash. There are so many people that will attack and do all these different things when topics come up about raising kids and how, moms are supposed to be superwoman and do everything by themselves, but there's so little time that I've seen given to allow somebody to be human, to allow a mom to come out and say, you know what, I was abused by my ex-husband or the father of my child, and every time I look into his eyes, I see that man. There will be plenty of people that will tell you, oh, well, you can't get your brakes, pull back. Why can't she? The reality is, oftentimes we see the experience in our community where mothers are taking out their frustration because nobody ever listened to it. They never had an opportunity to heal. They never had an opportunity to be told that, hey, guess what? You matter. That this is a difficult situation. That I don't just give you what you have to do. I'm willing to listen to you and actually offer you some time to heal, some support to heal, give you some resources. I can't tell you how powerful it is to feel silence and actually be heard after all of the time that you've experienced. So I want to take a small moment just to get personal with the single mothers and really talk to you from a heart standpoint. Now, I will say for a while I was a single father. I'm not trying to compare the two. I'm simply saying that I can relate to trying to carry the load by yourself. One thing I want to say to the single moms is don't buy into the stereotypes. Do not buy into the generalizations, and never forget that you're a human being. I think sometimes once you become a mother, we forget that you're a human. Sometimes I work with kids, whether they be at the detention center, the schools, rec centers. One thing I constantly have to remind people in places of authority, sometimes you're dealing with somebody that's only 14 years older than their child. Now, I don't know about you. Maybe you were super responsible. Maybe you were just top of your class at 14. 14, I wasn't too responsible. Matter of fact, I wasn't ready for a puppy, let alone a whole human being. So to take that type of gravity and responsibility for a whole nother human being, and for that to just be dropped on you, and then you add in there how many women are kicked out of their homes, how many people are pushed into abusive relationships in order to just be able to take care of their child, it puts so much pressure, and it takes away that element of community. Women out there that are struggling with raising sons, struggling with the balance that's necessary in order to do it, I want to speak to you and say you're not alone. You're not the only person going through this. And the struggle is very real, but I want to start the conversation on how we can begin to support. Instead of coming with a bunch of answers on this topic, I really want to start some conversation. How many single mothers out there can relate to not feeling the balance of raising a young man? How many times you have wanted support and felt like you felt pressure from other people to have to do it by yourself, or somebody came in with their hero story about they didn't need no man or anybody else, and look how well my son turned out. It's a difficult conversation to have, but it's a conversation that we must have if we're going to start raising healthy communities. Yes, it starts at home, but there's not really a home that's not in a community, whether that community is healthy or not. So we really want to start to the point of we are supporting the home and giving conversations, giving time, giving resources, and really just giving kindness to one another so we can be better at raising our babies. So as I always say in my book, and anytime I'm talking, the absence of a father doesn't equal the absence of responsibility. Someone or something is going to take that place. And from Boys to Gentlemen, from a community standpoint, it's trying to fill that void. I love y'all. Fill in the comments, share this video. Let's start this conversation.